Hi guys, and welcome once again to another video. Now this is a video that's a continuation on my mini series going into depth about the cinematic gimbal moves. We've already done a few videos already on the dolly move, and I think the panning move and the static shots. So this is going to be the turn of the push forward move. Now if you've not already seen those videos and you just jump straight to this one, I suggest you perhaps check them out first and then come back to this one, so it's probably going to make a little bit more sense. Okay, let's get straight into it guys. So tip 1, so for the best smoothness I suggest you use Gimbal Locked mode. Now aim the camera down the street, perhaps before engaging the lock, and then walk while it's engaged. Now this Gimbal Locked mode will help iron out any micro movements as much as possible, and it's going to be a lot smoother than using the other gimbal modes. Tip 2, if we're doing push forward in the street, which we do a lot in our channel Cinematic Travels, and of course a quick plug here, I'd like to see you there if you're interested in doing cinematic techniques and travelling, so check the link out in the description. We've always found it more pleasant visually to keep the camera so that the sky and the floor are fairly equally balanced. Now this is going to create a sense of perspective as you move forward, and it's also going to create a sort of sense of being there on the street. If the camera is pointed more upwards, then there's less of a sense of actually being there, and it's because it's more focused on the buildings and the sky. Tip 3, another variation of a straightforward push forward is to keep the camera tilted up. Now this is perfect for situations when you're wanting to show a bit of nice architecture, like in this shot of the walkways in Bologna, or perhaps some medieval roofs in a cathedral for example. Now the easiest way to do this is just to use the joystick and pull back on the joystick to tilt the camera up, and then switch to Gimbal Locked mode. Tip 4. Another way of doing this push forward move is to actually push forward through an object itself to reveal the scene behind. And this can actually be any object which is going to allow the camera to pass through, and it creates a sort of fake drone effect. Now of course I suggest that you check that the camera and the gimbal can pass easily through the gap in the object before doing the manoeuvre, otherwise it's actually easy to accidentally jolt the gimbal and damage the camera, which I have found out to my detriment. Alright, here's some examples to show this effect in action. Tip 5. To minimise unwanted up-down movements, do what is known as the ninja walk. This is where, when walking forwards, you bend your knees slightly to make them a little bit more springy, and then walk putting your foot down softly, heel first and then toes. Your bent legs will act as shock absorbers, minimising the little shakes. Obviously this isn't really very easy to do and can get a bit tiring for a long distance, but with practice you're going to find it becomes easier, and it's going to bring out the hidden ninja in you. Now my wife is actually particularly expert at this. I think she is a secret ninja. The result of this technique is a very smooth footage out of the camera even when additional stabilisation hasn't been added. Tip 6. In the street there may be parts which are not particularly visually appealing, should we say, like scaffolding, garbage cans on one side of the street. Now to avoid those appearing in your shots, make good use of the joystick to turn the camera slightly to the nicer side while walking forward past the ugly section. Once past, of course, just reset the camera. Well, that's pretty much my top tips for mastering the push forward shots. As always, I recommend going out there in the wild and practicing to master this particular shot. And also try to practice the ninja walk around your home, if you don't feel stupid, to get used to the technique. And also a quick shout out to my other channel Cinematic Travels, which I'm going to link to in the description. Now this channel is all about travelling around the world and exploring new places, but with cinematic techniques. All of these examples in this video I've taken from various videos in my other channels, so hop over and check out that channel to see example techniques. As always guys, hope you're well, take care, and I shall see you soon on another video. Oh yes, and don't forget to hit subscribe and like and comment and all that sort of stuff. Bye!